Hey everybody, GP back with another tapping response, a video to a request. I do take requests, folks. There's a link tapping at homeschool.co. I actually get those and look them over, and can't get to all of them, but I do as many as I can to meet people where they are. Do remember when we're doing tapping like this, I'm responding to an email or a comment that I got. I can't be as specific as I would be if we were in a private session together or you were in one of my classes. So it is a bit more general, but I have a lot of faith in the way energy and energy healing works. So I think it'll get to the point with you. Anyway, this is actually kind of related to a tapping video I did earlier on just being afraid to share yourself in public and with others. And let me read it. Let's get to the point. Cut to the chase. Great. Okay. Dear GP, for the past months, I've really been struggling with awkwardness around people. It's hard for me to relax and just let me be me. A few days ago, I met this person and my heart began to open up for the first time in a long time. But I'm even more awkward around her, and it really pushes her away. How can I overcome that? Thank you for all you did for me so far. Lots of love, Max. Max. Well, wonderful. While I'm just kind of riffing on this a little bit, because there's a lot here, actually. It's short, but there's a lot here. I want everybody to just start tapping. Even though I'm not going to ask you to say anything back and forth yet, I may later. But right now, I just want you to tap while I'm talking. To just kind of, invoke that energy of safety and comfort in the nervous system. Something I want to point out that I often have to point out is that there's the experience we're having, right? It can be awkwardness, it can be a fear of some kind, it can be an anxiety, it can be any number of things, right, that comes up. We tend to label it, and in our minds turn it into a really, really big problem, a bigger problem than it actually is. Now, this is always the case. There's the problem itself, the thing that has come up, right? And then there's the psychological reaction to it, the emotional reaction to it. Right? And of course, then it gets history. I've been really struggling with awkwardness around people. Okay. So forget the past. Everybody, forget the past for a moment. Set aside everything you know about the particular thing that's bugging you. In this case, this awkwardness, social awkwardness. As if you had no idea why it was there. Because the truth is we don't. And if you've tried for any amount of time to free yourself from this, everything you know about it hasn't helped any. So let's just let it go. Really open, empty, like a little kid. I don't know. Something happens, get around people, and something gets triggered. Something can't relax. Something just can't open up. There's a little voice or something that's editing, checking out everything I say, measuring. How are they going to receive it? How are they going to take it? Are they going the right way? And now, because your heart's open towards somebody, there's like love and chemistry and all sorts of really wonderful things happening. It gets compounded. Oh my God, she's pushing. I'm pushing her away. I'm going to mess it all up. I'm going to screw the whole thing over. Right? It's all the fear that's there. Why don't you take all of that fear and everything, all the different aspects and nuances, and just set it here and push it away. Just set it here where you can look at it but not be completely involved in it. So at least a part of you, I know it's in the body, it's felt, right? At least a part of you is just looking at it. So now I'm going to do, maybe the last video actually, so straight up EFT, right out of the box, as Gary Craig originally did it, right? To break an association. So, even though I feel this awkwardness and I'm afraid I'm going to push her away, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Now, I do want you to repeat what I say. And don't be concerned if something is as you can't do that, some real big resistance comes up to saying, I love and accept myself anyway. Just for now, humor me, say it anyway, and just let that resistance be there. So, even though I'm struggling with awkwardness, and I can't relax, and I'm really afraid of pushing this woman away, I deeply and completely love and accept myself in spite of it. So even though I feel this awkwardness, and it's compounded now because I don't want to push her away, I deeply and completely, as honestly as I can, love and accept myself anyway. I want to. It'd be wonderful if I could, and what if I can? Just tap through the points. This awkwardness I'm feeling. I'm letting go of everything except that feeling of awkwardness. Just being with the awkwardness. There it is. No extra story. No interpretations. No explanations. Just being with this, whatever it is, or whatever reason it's here. Whatever it is, the nervous system is simply trying to protect me. Maybe there's something in the past where I really got hurt, really got put to shame. So, the nervous system concluded it's best to stay invisible. It's best to keep to yourself. It created this awkwardness to keep the expressiveness from getting hurt. This awkwardness. Actually, a strategy. So first off, I want to thank my nervous system for protecting me. I needed it then. I couldn't protect myself. But what if I don't need that anymore? What if I can just be myself? Not really sure how to do that, but that's okay. Maybe this woman will even help me. She might even make it easy for me. I don't know. I'd let it happen if it did. But either way, I am open to accepting myself as I am. And the state that I'm in. I'm not to blame for it. Not awkward by nature. No child is. So it's just stuck energy. I'm choosing now to safely but completely release. I'm giving my nervous system permission to open up and take a look around to see if it might not be safe enough. We can let at least some of this go. Even a little bitty bit. And if it isn't safe enough, okay, shut me down. That's what has to happen. But if it is safe enough, well, we can let go of this. But either way, awkward or not, I'm really open to loving and accepting myself. Right now. Not in the future sometime, when this is all gone, when I'm perfect and confident and manly. But now, when I'm not so much. Which means I'm giving myself permission to be me as I am right now. And wouldn't it be interesting, even amazing, if that made me more lovable, more acceptable? Thank you, nervous system, for doing what you had to do. For choosing the only strategy available to you. You have been keeping me safe my whole life. Especially when I couldn't. When there were no options. I had no power. Thank you. I'm here to talk about it. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you. I love you. Take a deep breath, Max, and everybody. And really let that sink in. There is this really tenacious, subtle belief that runs throughout. It's kind of buried in us that we will be lovable, acceptable, and okay with ourselves. And it's possible to love ourselves when I'm this, and this. When I'm not awkward anymore. When I'm not afraid anymore. When I'm not anxious. Right? Until then, I'm working. What if that's not true? Because if you've noticed that list of prerequisites for things before I can be lovable and acceptable to myself, keeps getting bigger. I might check something off and there's like 3 more things that get added. Maybe that's not the way. So I love that phrase in the beginning of EFT. I love and accept myself anyway. It's so powerful. Even when we can't actually do it yet, where there's a lot of resistance, just, wow, what if I could love and accept myself now, as I am? without having to check these things off the list, without having to be some ideal of perfection, without having gone through the process and finally graduated. What about now? Isn't now when I want to feel and be whole? Right, friends, thank you. Take that to heart. Take that to heart. Please let me know what that does for you. And I'll be around with some more very soon. Namaste.